It's episode 2 of Pub Talk, and we're here. Well, do you know what? I like to say we're here live because we are here live. All right, we're here. The wonderful Jack Quins, and we've got some Switchbacks fans in the house. Switchbacks fans, there you go. And on this week's episode, I've got the wonderful Juan Tejada next to me with the most gorgeous hair in football. Come on. That's right. But you know what? I was doing a bit of research because I like to research my guests. Okay. It's Juan David Tejada Londono.
Yeah, that's my full name. Yeah,
that's full name. That's a sexy name.
I mean, in Panama we use or two names. No one calls me Juan. I'll be Juan David instead of just Juan. But I mean, it is what it is, you know. So I just accept it.
So wait a minute. So we've been doing this all wrong, Switchbacks fans. So what should we be calling you?
No, Juan is fine.
Juan is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, we can change.
Yeah, I don't want to confuse any of you guys. So
well, it could be our little secret. So every single time you see every single member of this, obviously this fan base here in the stadium, we can call you Juan David.
Oh, I love it.
That's it. All right.
I love
That's our
it.
little secret.
Yeah.
All right. I need to ask straight away, and people keep asking me to ask you this question. The hair, okay. How do you make it just look so much volume, so shiny, so curly? I mean, there's only one other person probably got as good a hair as you, and that's my wife, okay? But even that though, she loves your hair. Tell me the secrets. What is it?
I don't know, it's just natural. But funny story, I was here college, so little money, and I was coming from Panama to the US, and I saw the prices of the barbershops, and I was like, I just can't. So that's how I started growing the hair, and I really didn't know it was so curly. Like my family is not like this, and I was just surprised, and my wife loves it, so I'm not allowed to cut it at all. So that's what it is.
Have you trimmed it a little bit? It used to be a little bit longer, didn't it?
Yeah. I trim it from time to time.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Just myself, just like.
That's easy then, isn't it? I wish I could cut my own hair. It'd be a disaster. But let's rewind, okay? Because I want to know, you've got a fascinating story as well. And let's just, how you ended up in Colorado Springs, okay? Because it's a journey.
Yeah,
it really
it is. I mean,
may I ask how old you are?
I'm 28 now.
28?
Yeah.
Still a young baby.
Dad? No.
You are.
I'm a dad now.
I know you're a dad, which we are going to touch on as well. But obviously the football side of you, one, you're an amazing talent, okay? We love having you here, okay? Yeah. Personality-wise as well, I'm very fortunate to have met you, okay? And you bring so much to a dressing room, okay? But I want to know how it all started for you. Did you play? Were you playing football through school? Was it college? Was it the obvious journey for you?
Yes. So it all started when I was 4 years old, and I remember, I think my mom was telling that I was super, hyperactive at home. I was just running around. So she just decided to put me in a sport. And I remember, going into martial arts, baseball, and football, soccer. And I just fell in love with the sport. It was since I was 5 years old, I just played. And I think I had a pretty good idea that this is what I wanted to do since I was a kid. And I was just, developed through the academies and professional teams in Panama, and I had the chance to come to the US through college. Did my 3 years, went to a small D2 school, and ended up in Tampa Bay Rowdies. That was my first club. And I can just I was Tampa, then Indy, and 2023, halfway through the season, I was having a tough time in Indy, and these guys, Hoagie, Chambo, Allen, saved me, kind of. They brought me here in Colorado, and I mean, for myself, I love it here. It's been amazing since I came here. The welcome from the fans, and just even the size. I love the mountains, and we're in a winning team. We're in a winning culture, and that's such an important thing for me because I enjoy anything with football, but winning is just that extra, you're not enjoying if you're losing every game. So being here and being able to compete for titles, like we did last year as well, and we're doing this year, it's the best. Yeah. Well,
let's speak of that championship game, because it's the first time I really sat down with a player and talk about that day, the championship final.
Yeah.
Okay, it was special for you.
Yeah,
more than
for
anything,
sure.
Was it?
Special for everybody that was involved.
That goal. Nice one, eh?
Yeah.
How was it for you? I mean, For a game of that huge, I mean, it was high. It was high level. A weird time to play as well, wasn't it? Like early morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As well. But going into that game, from your perspective, what was that like for you?
Going into the game,
Yeah.
I think the confidence that the group had, it was important. I had, I scored a goal in the previous game as well in the conference finals. So coming in the game, I wanted to help the team, wanted to try and score a goal, and getting it the 20th minute, I don't know. It was important, but the game is not over. So I think it was a whole team performance. It was massive to get in front of everybody, and in Weiner Field, it's a special time that we were able to be there and share with everybody. I think looking back, I'm not gonna enjoy it until I'm way older, just because of how I am. I think I'm a very ambitious guy, and I'm thinking right now about this season. Like it's already past last year, so but it's always a special thing to remember.
But you're still having that in like the back of your head. Champions, obviously, you scoring there. Are you still putting that? Maybe it is a little bit of a pressure on yourself going into this season. Is that always still at the back of your mind? About the final and stuff and being champions, or do you just kind of completely new season? Let's get on with it.
You know you're champion, of course, but I think we don't feel pressure. I don't feel pressure about it. I think it's done. It's past. As a striker, as a number 9, you can't be feeling too bad about missing something or losing a game, because then you got to be ready for next game and you got to try and win. So I think I've always tried to never be too low when you lose or too high when you win. So that's how I take it, and that's how I took the trophy and the championship last year. Is like this year is just new. You just try to get better every day. Every year you're just trying to improve. That's the mentality. That's why I want to have a long career, and I think that's the mentality that you at least have to have.
You certainly have a fantastic career so far. You really are.
Thank you.
And let's talk about obviously this season now. We're deep into it. Okay, we're deep into it. Obviously you've been out 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. You've been out obviously with an injury as well, which we'll touch on. How do you feel it's going this season so far?
Well, I think seeing from whatever, I think our team that we have this year, it's unbelievable. The guys that are here, the mentality. We just haven't gotten the results that we wanted for now, but I honestly truly believe that when we start getting that momentum, that results that we've been wanting, that we've been this close to getting, everything's gonna change, and our football is gonna show. That's what we want. We want to be really entertaining, really intense, and show it with all our fans in Weiner Field. So, like I said, it's just a matter of time. We just have to learn from the mistakes we've made in these past games, and fix them, and move forward.
And I think getting a few results, if it's like 1, 2, 3 wins on the bounce as well, it helps with confidence, doesn't it? Momentum. As well, especially for a striker like yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Get some goals as well. But yeah, are you ready to go now? Are you back?
I feel ready to go, and right. Hungry for helping the team, my team, and be an asset for the team. Yeah.
Has number 9 always been your predominant position? Have you always been a number 9?
So when I was growing up, I was striker, number 10, winger. I even played 8 in college sometimes, but I moved around. I was being really like in the offensive part, any position. So just try to help the team in any position that I can.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah, I could.
I need to, obviously away from the club Switchbacks as well. You've got some pretty cool international status as well for Panama as well. I mean, let's talk about U17. U20, U23. If I've missed one out, let me know. Then you played in the senior as well.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah,
really
for sure.
proud of.
I mean, I think I have a little video on my phone, and it was when I scored my my goal in the national stadium in Panama in front of my friends, my family, and everybody. It was one of the most special moments in my career for sure. I think it's like a moment that really brings me a lot of motivation, even if I see it back. And I mean, Panama is. We used to be a baseball country, but now it's turned into a football country. Our first World Cup was in 2018 that we qualified, and it's just become a massive sport now. And like, just being able to represent the country, and it was my biggest dream when I was growing up, and to do it, it's like it's crazy. It's a dream come true for sure.
Emotional as well.
Yeah, it was just to listen to the national anthem in the stadium in front of everybody, and it's amazing. Of course, it's also a pressure, because now you're playing and people, friends, you have to do good, and it is what it is, and it's part of football. But it was lovely to be able to be part of that team and have that experience.
And the World Cup next year as well. World Cup.
Yeah, 2026. Yeah.
And I feel like the game's going to grow even. It's going to grow even more though.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially soccer in this country as well. Because I remember, I mean, you're only young, but the 1994 World Cup, USA. Anyone remember that? Anyone? Right. Yeah. Were you soccer fans then, or did that competition introduce you to the game? That's the thing. So I mean, what's it going to do next year in 2026 when America are hosting, obviously, as well, and it's going to introduce a new love to the game as well. The younger kids as well. No,
and being here in college and starting my professional career here, I've seen the game grow so much in the US, so much. It's unbelievable. Like you can see in the USL, like the league's just growing, teams coming in, coming out, and whatever. But MLS growing. It's just like I think the sport is becoming very important in this country, and hopefully, the 2026 World Cup is going to be big and it's going to create even more demand for it, more popularity, which is. The sport is everything for me, so I want, people to love it as well. And here in the US, it's a country that welcomed me from the first place. So, I love that people is becoming even more passionate about it.
Well, it's a family, isn't it? I mean, even I'm a late starter to the Switchbacks community, but the way they've embraced me as well. But for you as a player, it must be special. Yeah. It must be really special. Yeah. Well, you can tell. You can tell. I mean, on game days, though, I'm jealous when you walk out on that field. I'm like, it's like, wow, it must be such a buzz. Such a buzz.
I was, I'm very focused on the game, and I used to not be able to listen, but my family, my wife has always told me, like, just hear the guys, like when you're coming in and your names, like they're like really shouting for you and stuff. And like now every time I come into the field, like it gives me an extra motivation to hear you guys like in the field. It's really unbelievable to hear that support. I know people say like supporters are the 12th player, and it's true. Like I don't know, from the field you can really like listen the atmosphere, the fans, it's unbelievable, and that's why I think like playing the final in Weiner Field was one of the most special things like we could have done, and it really helped us to win all those games. Like especially I think Western Conference final, like it was a tough game. It happens in football. We were 1-0 up, and we just had to defend a lot of the time, and the fans were just there. Wow. Chris made a save, and people were going crazy, and like. That's the game, it's special.
And I think even the fan base that we have now is so special, but I do think it's growing even more. Yeah. And it's down to the fans, it's down to obviously the players, and I get it's a results business, it is. But I think overall, as a brand, as Switchbacks, as a club, it's growing. It's growing.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And it's so special, it really is. I need to ask one last thing about the final as well. You had a little fan, didn't you? Little fan, your little son, yeah? He came on the pitch, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Is he that tall? Is he? I don't know how tall he is, but I remember. So, what's it like for Dad? Obviously, Daddy being a footballer, does he just? Pity.
Yeah, no.
He loves it on game days, doesn't he?
Yeah, he loves it. I think he's I mean, me being a footballer and having such a passion for the game, I of course don't want to make him, I don't know. I don't want to push him too much into liking it, but it's amazing how he's so little. And I put any game, and he knows his football, and he starts clapping like this. It's really lovely to see him and just kicking a little ball around. He's just started running like not long ago, and he's just kicking the ball. It's just lovely. you know, it's gonna be when growing up, just passing a ball with him is gonna be so special. So
I think he might follow in Dad's footsteps. Yeah, if he's already, how old is he now? How old?
he's 18 months now.
He's kicking a ball already.
That's it,
innit? That's it.
No.
I know, yeah.
He can be anything. He can be anything that he wants in life. He could be a midfielder, a striker. You know.
There you go. All right. I love it. No, I love it. And obviously, family means so much to you. It really does. You mentioned obviously back in Panama, but obviously wife as well, the kid and stuff. And you love being here in Colorado, don't you? You love it.
Yeah. No, we love it. My wife, she was from Midwest. Then we lived in Florida for a little bit, for a while. We were in college and then in the Rockies. So when we made the trip here to West, that was her first time here. So she was amazed seeing the mountains. Like that was probably the first time she's seen like those sights. And I mean, we love it. It's sunny most of the times. You know, I like the cold because I'm not used to it. Like I know it's different for some people. Like usually when you're growing up in the hot, like you don't like the cold. But for me, it's opposite. I like the new experiences. So like to experience the seasons, it's something new for me. It's like we love it here. We go, you know, on nature walks and stuff like that. It's nice.
Have you got a dog?
I don't have a dog. We have two cats. I know.
I
don't know if you like cats, but
No, it's wonderful. And like I said, I mean, just touching back on that final as well, to get MVP as well of that game, most valuable player. I mean, that's again just something else you can put in your resume. It's an incredible moment for you. It really is to be proud of.
That was for sure. And I mean, I cannot say that it was the team. Like, I know I got kind of like the accolade there, but without the team, I would have not been able to do that for sure. And I think it's a nice recognition. And, you know, I don't know, it's there, but for me, it's always been the team. And I enjoyed so much to be able to lift that trophy with those guys and have the journey through the ups and downs. You know, it's part of football, and at the end, I think you always remember the people more than, you know, things like that. It's what it is, and it was for sure it was special to get MVP. But as I said, the people,
Well, speaking of the people and supporters, has anybody got any questions for our wonderful guest? Any questions at all? Any question? Watch that light.
So you sound like you've traveled a lot, even if that's just in the United States. But what would you say is your favorite destination? And if you're not as well traveled, where do you want to go?
Okay. So my favorite destination, I'll say it's when me and my wife, we went to Guatemala. We went to Guatemala and we went up this volcano. And we slept there in the night, and just to see that volcano explode every, 20 seconds was unbelievable. And I think that's like an experience that we'll never forget. She got really sick of altitude sickness because we hiked up a mountain. I think that was in 2021, if I'm mistaken. But for me, it was unbelievable. And I don't know if she has the same experience, but for me, that's my top trip. And I think for her, 2 years ago, we went to Grand Tetons in Wyoming. We drove from here, and that was amazing as well. I really like nature and hiking and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be skewed into that when you're asking me for a destination. And I don't know, a place I really like to go will be New Zealand. I think it's far away and it's a different place. So I like to visit.
Wow. You slept by a volcano.
What about you?
So, okay, I'm not as well traveled. I just got my passport this past year. So I went to Mexico and I loved it.
Oh, wow.
But I really want to go to Ireland and I want to have a warm Guinness with my dad.
Oh.
That's like top, I want to do it.
Love it. That's fantastic.
You guys drink it hot?
No, I'm not drinking that hot. Mine's cold.
Okay,
a warm Guinness.
Why is it warm? Is it just?
I don't know. My dad said that they serve it warm there.
Room temperature. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely not like a room temp here.
It's the warmest. I
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. My dad was in the army and he went to Belgium and like all those cool places over there.
Wonderful.
But I want to go and experience that with him. That's like my very top want. But I mean, I have no choice but to say Mexico is my favorite.
Get it done, Daniel.
I know. There you go.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I got a question.
Absolutely.
So, the joke around here, if it's a Switchbacks game weekend, it's snow, right? It's got to be snowing if it's a Switchback game. But this weekend's going to be beautiful. How do you feel about that? Being able to play in the sunshine for the first time probably this season here in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, I mean, it's we have to play regardless of it. Like if it's snowing, raining, cold, hot, so it is whatever. But I just know that when the sun's out, a lot more people is gonna come out. So it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be packed and
It's already a blackout game.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it's gonna be lovely for sure. Like the games have been like, snowing and stuff like that. So for sure it's gonna be nice to have a sunny day and a lovely evening for everybody.
But them cold nights as well. I mean, I've been to some games where it's freezing.
Yeah.
When you get that ball slapped against your legs, I bet that hurts.
Yeah, but sometimes if it's too hot,
Yeah.
then because you're running so much, you start to overheat. So it's better to have like
right. So
a
you need
60,
that middle.
60, something like that, Maybe wind, a little bit wind. So like,
Right.
yeah.
Right. I still can't believe you slept by a volcano. I can't believe it. Wow. Absolutely.
We're from Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, my nephew knows you from
The Rowdies.
The Rowdies.
Rowdies. But when we came here, we come from sea level to quite a high elevation. How does that affect your competition or you guys when you play? Like, do you notice? Because when I got here, it took me a while to acclimate. I'd hike and it would be like, oh my gosh, because I'm at sea level and then we come here and it's quite a change.
Yeah, I think it is. Like, I remember first weeks I got here, I'm coming from Indy, but it was kind of the same. Yeah. So, first 2 weeks, I think it was like trying to get used to it. Like, I'm just training, and I just like, where's the oxygen? I can't find it. Like, there's no air. I just cannot find it. It's weird to explain. Like, you just can't find it, and like it's so hard to recover the runs and stuff like that. But I mean, the body gets used to it after 2 months, 2 weeks. Sorry.
You guys are professional athletes, like the whole league, I'm sure. But I mean, your competition. I mean, they're coming from the East Coast or from Florida.
Yeah.
Do you feel an advantage, or do you see that in the competition, or are you just such elite athletes that you get past that?
No, there's definitely like an advantage to it. Us being from the altitude, they coming from down there, so like you can really tell they get more tired towards the second half. And I mean that's sometimes normal in football, but I think there's a science to it that there's teams now like I don't know traveling like early as close as possible to the game and stuff like that, and that makes the body not like hit the altitude so hard like if you're here 2 days before. So I'm not sure about the science on it, but I do know that teams think a lot about it and how to try to like not fall into that thing.
But I look at like I see NFL games and when the Denver Broncos are playing, the competition has oxygen masks. But I don't see any of that in your games.
Yeah.
Or am I just not seeing it?
Yeah.
They're just fitter than the Broncos, aren't they? That's what it is. That's what
So
it is.
I think that's funny. I think some teams do. They have different approaches to it. I do remember, I think it was Las Vegas in the final, and I saw a lot of the guys with the oxygen thing, and that was probably one of the first times I really noticed it. So I don't know if maybe I was not noticing with other teams, but I know that teams do that a little bit as well.
And it didn't work for him.
But even obviously the other way around as well, you guys leaving high altitude, you're fitter, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you're training at, this is why we've got the obviously Olympic
Olympics,
Village here. And obviously the World Cup here as well. I remember in the '94 World Cup, I think England actually came and trained in Colorado.
Wow.
And they trained at high temperature, high altitude, And we did all right. We did all right. So maybe it is an advantage as well for you guys when you come out of state. You
Yeah.
are fitter.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Listen, I think the team's looking fit. I mean, yeah.
Didn't they have to play in Mexico City though?
Ye-
Because Mexico
yes.
City is in our
Yeah,
elevation, so
yeah.
we train here in
That's the
order to
thing.
go with the beat there.
Yeah. And I bet you see a lot of that as well. Next year, some teams coming here and training as well. But good question. Good question. Good question. How are you with the altitude? Are you okay now?
Well, we travel back and forth. We spend half time here and half time in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm here for 3 or 4 months, and I go back to Florida, and I feel great for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I can do everything until I get acclimated to sea level, and then
It's fascinating. It really
It
is
is,
fascinating.
it is.
It really is.
I
And
think it makes a big difference.
it does, yeah. I think it does. Any more questions from the floor? Any more questions? Howard.
How's it looking for
Hold.
Phoenix this week?
It's like I said, we're trying to turn it around. So today we trained, and the guys were so intense, and like we're just locked in for the game. And I think, like I said, we're footballers, and the mentality is, we gotta move on, move forward, learn from the mistakes, try to get 3 points. That's it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so your son's football idol is certainly going to be you. But when you were growing up, who was your football idol, and who do you most respect now in the modern game?
That's a good question. So like growing up, it was definitely Messi, but I had different I really like all the smaller strikers. I like Aguero a lot. I like Cavani for the hair, kind of. But they were all class strikers, and they also play with a lot of intensity, especially Cavani. Like I think I see myself a lot, like the way he run intensity, like pressing and making the runs and scoring goals. So that was one of my idols growing up for sure. And now looking, I don't know about you guys, I'm a Barcelona fan. I am a La Liga, I like watching La Liga, and for me watching Barca, I love watching Pedri, like as a midfielder. It's so elegant the way he plays, and probably one of the best talents right now in football. Yeah.
Fantastic win the other day in the Copa Rey.
Yeah.
It was lovely. Like I said, I was watching my son, and he was, little claps. It was nice to share that moment with him as well. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Great question. Any more questions? Anybody?
What's your team?
What's my team?
Yeah.
Are you asking me questions? Go on then. You ask me. I'll share. That's one of my first questions
Yeah.
for the quick fire. I'm going to do some quick fire. So I'm going to
Okay,
finish off with some
okay.
really quick questions, okay?
Got it.
All right?
Right now?
Right now.
Okay.
I mean, we can do it tomorrow, but no, we ain't got time. We're going to do it right now. Right, so I think you've already answered what team do you support?
Barcelona.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I support Bradford.
Bradford.
Bradford City.
Okay, Bradford.
Bradford City.
Listen.
We've got a big game on Saturday.
Saturday.
We're going to get promoted to League One.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I know. You never heard of League One, have you? League One in England?
League One. Championship. Premier League.
Below the Championship. It's all right. It's fine.
I got it. League Two.
Have you heard
League
of
One.
Wrexham? You've heard of Wrexham, haven't you?
Yeah. They're going up.
They've gone up to Championship. Can you believe it, eh? I know.
It's the money. What do you think?
I know, yeah. But there you go. It's working. It's working.
It is working.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
You just like the sunshine, don't you? Do you have any hidden talents you want to share away from the football field? He has, hasn't he?
I bake breads.
You bake bread?
I bake breads. Yeah. Bread.
Oh, I just love him even. Bake bread.
Bake bread.
What do you think he said? Grits.
That would be amazing too.
So you bake.
I need someone to teach me how to bake bricks.
I don't know how to make bread.
So you bake bread.
Yeah.
Wow, it's very tough at the elevation. How do you find the baking? The
So I started I remember COVID, and I have my little, it became really trendy, like the sourdough thing.
Yeah.
I just started doing it. I'm really thinking about nutrition and stuff as an athlete, trying to get the most natural things, and I just started to make my own bread. I think if I had a yard, I'll be having my chickens, having eggs and stuff. But that's
oh my gosh, I love him even more. I love you even more, I really do. So have you made some bread today?
Not today. Not today.
What day's baking day?
So days off, maybe a Sunday. Try
right,
to
nice.
make it ready for the week.
Very relaxing then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
nice.
it is. You cook anyway? You like to cook?
Yeah, I like to cook as well. Yeah, that's why it got me into it as well.
We're all coming round to your house for dinner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What's on the menu?
So the menu, well, is Panamanian. It's rice, peas, and then make a good steak. And I love plantains. That's probably one of my favorite things.
I don't mind plantains.
Plantains with
yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
That's just. But other than that, Panamanian, I love lasagna. Last meal, if I'm in prison, lasagna. That's it. And
you go,
vanilla ice cream. That's just
There you go.
me.
So lasagna. You got to bake your own bread though. You have to bake your own bread. I love it. Right. Would you rather? And this is interesting from number 9. Okay. Would you rather score a hat trick but lose the match, or win the game without scoring?
I gotta win the game.
Okay,
I
that's
gotta
all
win
right. That's good. It's good. It's good. That's all right. It's good.
I was trying to balance, but no, you have to win. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know you're coming out of an
If
injury.
no, Chama will probably kill me if I said the other one as well.
I know, yeah. Well, yeah. He won't have to know. I don't think he watches. Yeah, he does watch this actually. Yeah. Obviously, the injury you're coming out of now. But what is the biggest injury you have ever had in your career?
His injury back in Tampa. I had like some hamstring, I don't remember, and I was just keep pushing it and just, bad
It's not the
injury.
same leg, is it? Now, is it?
No, it's
all
different,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I do have like 10,
You've got 10 tattoos?
9,
Nine?
12, I don't know.
Right, how many of those were on a night out? Okay, how many you got? 10, 9?
I don't know how many, but it's around that, 9 to 12,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What's your favourite?
My favorite, I have a little thing here that says disfruta, which is what my mom, disfruta is to enjoy. So that's what my mom usually used to tell me when I was growing up playing football. Just enjoy, and I just write it down in there.
That's
so,
nice. That's
yeah.
really nice. And have you got any tattoos where you think, I don't know why I've done that?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I got a couple as well.
And what are those? What are those? Are we allowed to share those, yeah? We might as well ask one in a night. Listen, this is intimate.
No, because then my wife is gonna just bother me all the time.
right.
Because,
All right, okay.
My friends sometimes bother me about.
All right,
something
cool.
like that.
All right, wonderful. If you could only drink coffee or tea for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
You guys probably gonna kill me, but I'm not either a coffee or a tea guy.
That's fine. What is your beverage of choice? What is it? Is it just water? No.
Wait, yeah, it is water, but I think lemonade. I like lemonade, like the natural, like from the, yeah, fresh squeezed.
From the lemon.
But between coffee and tea, I like tea. I drink tea from time to time, but it's not like
All right,
something.
Okay.
What about you?
What do I like to
Yeah.
drink the most of?
Yeah.
Depends what day it is, really, to be honest.
Yeah?
I love coffee.
Because a lot of guys love coffee as
I
well.
like espresso, like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
We have a little machine in the.
I know, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always
Yeah.
run out the capsule thing, so
Yeah,
then there's
yeah,
never
yeah.
none left. That's the thing. Yeah. But people drink coffee before a game as well?
Well,
I mean, that'd be wow.
I don't know, but people do. I know some players that drink probably 4 coffees
Yeah.
around in the day. Like, we have little gums with caffeine, because that's a really good supplement. Like before the game, it really like helps you focus and just be more active. So
A coffee gum.
yeah, Alan gives us that all
Okay,
the
I
time.
definitely. I know. I bet Alan's had about 5 of those,
Alan
doesn't he?
probably on 5 Red Bulls as well.
Yeah. What's your pre-match then? Do you have a meal, 2 hours, 3 hours before? Well, is it always the same? What do you do?
I don't have like a routine in terms of that, just because like I used to have, but I learned like if something happens, then like it start messing up with you and like, oh, I'm not following my routine. So I just take it like how it is. Like I eat whatever, like obviously healthy, try to eat more carbs than, and this and that, and 3 hours before the game and just go to the stadium, be ready.
And get in focus.
Yeah.
Do you listen to music before the game? You always see it on social media where the players like get some really cool shots. I mean, the fashion sense is interesting. Yours is great, by the way. Yeah, but like they've all got headphones on and stuff. And is that? I don't know. I spoke with Christian last season. He listens to podcasts.
Okay.
He listens to a lot of just talking.
Yeah.
What do you do? Are you music? Is it?
Yeah, I like
sometimes
music.
nothing?
I like music, and then I like get into the locker room, talk to some people while I'm stretching a little bit and getting ready, focus and stuff like that, and just ready to go.
Love it. Fantastic. Right. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I say a morning. Yeah.
Because of the
I mean, the baby now as well. Like
Yeah.
I wake up early, but I think I've always been a morning person. I get tired. If you invite me out, like 9, 10 p.m. I start to be really quiet and just I need to go home.
Bedtime.
Yeah,
Bedtime.
it is.
That's normal
I guess
time.
I told
9,
you,
10 p.m.
I told you I'm old, you know? So
You're
like-
not old, you're like 20. I bet you have afternoon naps, so you have a little nap in the afternoon.
I don't, that's the
Don't
thing.
ya?
Yeah, no.
I love an afternoon nap though. I love an afternoon nap. I need to ask, away from soccer, football, any favourite sports you like?
Tennis. I'm a
Oh.
big tennis fan. I really liked it, and growing up, I like to play in the off-season stuff. But do not think I'm like very good. Like I'm just average, but I just enjoy it a lot. I like tennis, ping pong. I used to play ping pong a lot. Table tennis. I don't know if you guys
I love
call it that
table
way.
tennis. I love table
Yeah.
tennis. Yeah, you got the hair for a tennis player as well, hasn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
We'll have to get on the court, you and I. And
Yeah,
just,
yeah, let's
I mean, I'm
do
not, but I like pickleball.
No, people play
Pickleballs,
pickleball. I
pickleballs
play
as well.
that.
Pickleball.
What about paddle?
I never played paddle. That's
Yeah.
coming through, isn't it
It's
now?
so big in Panama now. And well, in Florida, it was growing a lot too.
Yeah.
So it's
Is that with the
lovely.
360 walls, yeah?
Yeah, with the walls. Yeah.
You can see through them, yeah.
Yeah.
Have we got a paddle ball? A paddle one in Colorado Springs? Have we got one? Paddle?
Yeah.
Have we? We should
I
try. We should
didn't
try
know.
that
I
out.
didn't- I
Have you heard
didn't
of paddle? No paddle. I think it's like pickleball meets tennis meets squash, racquetball.
Yeah.
With squash in England. Yeah. We should do that. We should try that. I've never. Yeah.
Bring some guys in, play.
Yeah, and we'll do that. Text or phone call for you? Do you like
Text. Yeah. I'm bad at like answering calls and stuff. So like, if you text me, yeah, I'll see it.
Do you do that thing? I sometimes do that thing.
I just get too many spams here, you know.
Oh, you get spam?
Yeah,
Oh.
you get too many spams, so I stop.
Just block them.
I stop answering, like,
All right.
just because of it.
Okay, but if the wife calls, you're answering that.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
You're gonna do
Then
that.
I'm in trouble.
And there's the last question. If you can play alongside any 3 players for the Switchbacks right now, who would they be? Any 3. Any 3.
So,
It doesn't. It could be anybody.
what do you mean, like?
Any 3. You could. In the world.
Oh, in the world,
In the
like-
world. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, like.
And let's say the with us now as well. Let's make it a bit more easier. So any players you could be on the same team as, but 3 players you could bring in. Money's no object.
Okay, I bring them in.
Bring them in. They can play a game with you. Maybe they'll play the season.
Okay, I'll bring. But right now, I mean players.
Right now.
I'll bring Cubarsí from Barca, Pedri, and Messi. I mean, I'm a big Barcelona fan, so. What about you? Who's like your top 3?
I'm happy with the team we've got now,
Yeah,
to be honest.
oh.
I'm happy.
Well, that's
I'm
what
happy.
I was asking.
Just got to keep that high press going, buddy. Keep that high press going, all right? Make sure that hair's not in the eyes, that's the only thing. Keep tapping at the opposition. Push them on the back foot.
Yeah.
You know the line. You know what I mean? We're using the width well as well. But I do think, and I'm sure you can have a chat with the fans after as well. I think, listen, we just need that momentum. We need that consistency. We get the results, yeah? And then Widener Field is that fortress, isn't it? It really is. And the fans get behind you.
Yeah, for
You know what I mean? It really is. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to sit with you.
Thank you, Nova.
This has been wonderful. It's been, yeah. So, yeah, come in. Yeah. Just before we sign off, we've got an MLS team coming, haven't we? Next week on Tuesday. Okay, we've got the New Yorkers coming. All right, and we want to urge people to come down, spread the word. It's going to be the first time an MLS team has actually been to Widener Field, which is really special.
Yeah.
Special for the players as well. But I want to wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Love to the family. All right. Keep being as gracious as you possibly can, because you are. And I mean, can you get any nicer? Can we get any? But I just want to say thank you so much, Juan Tejada. Thank you so much. All right. Well done, buddy. Well done. Okay. And we'll see you next time for episode 3, which is in May. Look out on social media, all the social media pages at switchbacks.com as well. So, who will be our next guest? Okay. You're gonna have to get our next guest. All right. All right. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Nova.